Okay, so I've got a feeling that we've only got a couple of zombies left in round 11 here, so because I want to save a zombie so I can go get Galvanuckles, I'm just coming out of my camping spot here to make sure I don't accidentally kill the last zombie. It is very, very important, guys. If there is only one thing you ever learn in zombies, ever, it's always keep a zombie at the end of the round so that you can get stuff done. It used to be easier in the old maps because you could keep a crawler and they would stay alive, for long periods of time while you do stuff. And we're going to get Galvanuckles, which are located in here, guys, the infamous Galvanuckle window. And basically in Black Ops 2 you cannot really keep a crawler because if you move to a different location, it will not respawn. Any damaged zombie in Black Ops 2 will not respawn to a different area if you move across, say, to another building like this. And we're just going to get the AK back here as well. But basically, instead of respawning, injured zombies just die. And that's it. So the round restarts if you've only got one left. So for that reason, you want to keep a healthy, untouched, fully intact zombie at the end of the round. Or two even, if you're not sure if one of them's damaged or not. What I would suggest is get one zombie left, and then move to your next location. Just be aware that it might die out on you. So be aware that you may need to have an escape plan of some sort, such as a trample steam or something like that. Because I have in the past I've kept a couple of zombies and they've both died on me when I moved to a different area. In this map, for instance, because they might have got slightly damaged. Somehow, even if they're not missing a limb or something, they can be slightly damaged from, say, a stray bullet or the blast radius of a grenade or a claymore, something like that. So that's very important, especially if playing co-op, guys. There is nothing more annoying than when a player kills the last zombie round after round after round. You will never get to high rounds if you do that, or if you have players that do that. And unfortunately, sometimes when you're playing random lobby style games, people do tend to do that, get a bit trigger happy. Now, if you're wondering what the hell I'm doing here, basically I've got one door up top that I need to open for me to jump back across to the Buddha room where we're going to be spending a lot of the rest of the game. And I don't have enough points to open it. I don't really want to restart the round in the close quarters area here. So if I get a headshot on the zombie, I'll have 750. But as I'm about to find out, the door is actually 1,000. Both doors here are 1,000 for some random reason. So I'm not going to have enough anyway if I kill this zombie. So we are going to have to kill a few zombies in the next round to get through that door. Shouldn't be too bad though. We'll see how we go. So I'm just trying to decide which of the doors I'll open. In the end, I decide to go for the far one. Down through here, plant a few claymores. There's only one window back here anyway, so this is actually a pretty good camping spot as well, especially if you have more than one player. Alright, we only need one more kill here. We'll probably get it with a claymore. There we go, so we can get out this door now. I'm going to quickly plant the trample steam. Just make sure to put it right on the edge here and slightly to the side of the concrete area where you jump across. And that will spring you across to the Buddha room. So you can use that to get back from when you run across to get ammo or whatever, without having to go all the way around the map. There's a teddy bear there for the secret song as well. Now this spot here, guys, this is a really good camping spot in the earlier rounds. So we're talking right up to about round 20, 25 even. You can camp here pretty comfortably, even with a not very good camping gun like an SMG like this one I've got here. This is actually a good spot. If you stand back where I am here, they will only come from in front of you. They'll jump up in front of you there, and they'll come from the window and from the left and the right areas, so you can basically just camp there and take them out, build up your points. Okay, so our next goal in this strategy that we're using is to get monkeys out of the mystery box. So you know what it's like, you never know how many hits it's going to take to get monkeys. So for that reason, we'll probably save up a good 15-20 grand before we even bother going to the mystery box, because it is a little bit out of the way, and you want to try and get it in one go rather than keeping going back every single round. Cool. Okay, so I'm expecting a minion round here. Now, one little note here, guys. This is just a tiny little detail that might help you through basically discovered through trial and error. If you put claymores down around where your trample steam is there, you know, thinking ahead to your minion rounds, the trample steam will get destroyed by your own claymores if they're exploding right next to it. So for that reason, I don't place claymores near the trample steam, and if you don't, if you protect your trample steam, it will stay there for a long time. The thing that you don't want to happen, guys, in the later rounds is you don't want to hop across to that thing for a minion round to hide behind it and then have it destroyed by the minions, you know, by wear and tear or whatever, because then you'll be stuck with a new round starting and you won't be able to get back without going up the elevator and right all the way around. So for that reason, in the high rounds, I'm not going to go across to that trample steam. I'm just going to kill the minions with the liquefier or claymores, although the claymores get less effective the higher that you get against the minion zombies. So you can see here, round 13, we've still got one hit kill going with the Galvanuckles, of course. So building up quite a few points with those. But they will start becoming a 2-hit kill very shortly. And then we're going to have to rely on bullets. So some really good guns you can use to camp here for quite a while. Like even if you have more than one player, you can camp here for quite a bit. You know, you could use the Galil, obviously guns like the Hammer. The RPD is good, but reload on it's a killer unless you have quick speed collar. There's quite a few other guns. The AN Pack-a-Punch is awesome, stuff like that. So we're going to go and we're going to hit the mystery box at this point. So I'm just waiting for this elevator to come down. Then we're going to take that back up top, jump across, and go see what we can get out of the box. Okay, so let's jump on this one. And I have no idea where that zombie is. It's really weird how they spawn in Dairos sometimes. Like they'll spawn in one area and like start breaking through, and then even though you don't move really, they'll change their spawn to a different area and stuff like that. And some of the pathfinding is really out of whack as well. Like zombies will run away from you when you're playing solo for no apparent reason. And there was a very recent patch just yesterday where they said that they'd fixed a lot of the pathfinding issues and stuff like that. But I've noticed that those issues are still there big time, and you'll see that in this gameplay, especially later on. So I'm just opening up this area. Actually, at this point, what I was going to do is not hit the mystery box. I was going to pack-a-punch the AK just to give me that extra ammo capacity. Points are not going to be an issue in the high rounds at all in this map, trust me. You're never going to have to worry about points, really. Okay, so we get the AK-74 FU2. And one of the more boring sights, but never mind. So we're going to head back to the Buddha room, and now that we've pack-a-punched, we are going to go basically save up significant points to hit the mystery box and get monkeys, which is what I was talking about doing earlier. Now here, guys, I actually miss that platform when I get down. So I'm going to show you who's who in action here. And basically here I'm going to basically drop down and revive my character using the who's who dude. So just reviving myself. And the beauty of who's who is that you have all the perks and all your weapons still intact. And except for the who's who perk, of course, which you use up. So you have to buy that perk back, but apart from that, it's basically as you were. So that is really awesome in terms of allowing you to get to higher rounds. Okay, so we've got minions again here. And I'm going to jump across here to the trample stem and just take him out with that here. And they can come from behind you sometimes, like that. There's a very crafty one, that one. So we're going to try and take him out with the Galv Knuckles. These things have pretty good pathfinding though, I've got to say. Like, if one gets right next to you and doesn't go on the trample steam, you pretty much can't ever run them around and get them to run across the trample steam. They will basically just follow you around it the whole time. So I don't want to go across yet because I don't want to get that perk in case it's Jug. So I'm just going to get the max ammo here very, very carefully so I don't get trample steamed across and accidentally pick up that perk. And then we're going to wait till it disappears and then go across. So once again, just to explain that, guys, basically you only want to get 4 perks if you're going for really high rounds because that will enable you to buy back your who's who and your quick revive if you get down. But also, in this strategy, you want to have the perma jug ability. And basically that will enable your who's who to have the full jug health if he's going to revive you if you get downed. So in order to keep that, you want to not buy Jug, because if you buy Jug and you get downed, you lose that perma Jug ability in the game. So that's just an explanation of why I don't get Jug, and I don't want to get Jug at all in this particular strategy, for those of you that missed the first few episodes of this series. Okay, so our Galva Knuckles are now a 2-hit kill. So we're just going to spray a couple of times and then Galva Knuckle. Just so we can still build up a few extra points there. But you can see we are reasonably comfortable here, and I do have a couple of claymores placed as well as a safety net if I need to step back a little bit. If I start getting overwhelmed, that claymore will take out the zombies for me. One thing to mention here, if you're using this camping spot, be very, very careful not to step back too far and get pushed off the edge. Because, yeah, that is not good. So, I also have another claymore right back at that side to warn me when I'm getting close to the edge there. Alright, so we've got good 11 grand. It's probably only another round or two before we go and try and hit the mystery box and see what we can get. Obviously, the main thing I want is monkey bombs. Okay, we got an insta-kill happening here. I have no idea why that zombie didn't get killed by that Galva Knuckle. It's pretty amazing map, this one, guys. I've got to say, like, this map is really one of the best zombies maps of all time across all 3 Treyarch Call of Duties where they've had zombies. It's a really brilliant map. A lot of thought went into this one, and it's only the first DLC, guys, as well. The first DLC zombies map, so who knows? Who knows what we're gonna get, guys, in the future DLCs in terms of the zombie maps. It's I mean, think about Moon and what a good map that was. That was the last DLC for Black Ops Zombies. So I'm really looking forward what we have to come from Treyarch in Black Ops 2 Zombies. Okay, it's time to head to the mystery box now. Let's get across to the next building.
Mr. Monkey to target.